Hi everyone. I know this might be a bit of a surprise. It's been quite some time since I've done a video. To be honest, the last few months have been kind of strange for me. And excuse the background noise, it's a beautiful day and we're having a family day down at the beach, and I've just snuck off for a walk and to just find the space to have this chat for a few seconds. The best way I can describe it is I've been on this journey with myself because I realized that I'm really sick of feeling this constant struggle, and I don't even really know how to put it beyond that, but being constantly at war with myself. And I couldn't even see that I was for such a long time, but I've spent the last couple of months just really observing myself and the way I react or respond to things and my own triggers. And I've realized that I'm really quick to blame others around me for why I feel like I do. But the truth is, you can take me away from all of what I consciously think are my stresses and place me in a completely different environment. And it could even be somewhere where there's no external stresses. And I can guarantee that within a certain space of time, I'm going to find myself back in that state of being within. And so that made it very clear to me. And again, none of these are new concepts, but I'm at war with myself. The constant struggles that I'm experiencing are all coming from within. And so then that led me to wonder, how do I then discover what these things that I'm not aware of are and heal them. And so then I've been exploring how I can work with what's in the unconscious layer of being and the subconscious, and ask to be shown what is lying there that's creating the biggest resistance or patterns of suffering. And then I worked with that, and I had quite a profound experience with it. And yeah, I don't want to go too much into it because I'm not really here to talk about that, but it's really highlighted for me that everything is from within, and we're just constantly matching frequencies with our environment. And the biggest thing is usually we're our own, we're what's in our own way. And this is at the subconscious and the unconscious level. And so then I realized I don't really care why it's there. If it can't be changed, does it matter why it's there? Does it matter whether it's ancestral, whether there's external manipulation affecting one of our layers of being, whether we're being manipulated, whether, this is things that we've taken on through childhood imprinting. If we can't change it, the actual experience, then does it really matter where it came from? It was more important to me to identify what is the limiting program that's running, or emotion that keeps reoccurring and that's stuck there, and how would I be consciously able to identify this? So for instance, I had a pattern show up that that's constantly being broadcast unconsciously, that I'm not good, or that I'm not good enough, and also that I hate myself. And I wouldn't have consciously thought those things. At times I've felt like that, as I think we all have, but this is a pattern that's running. And so rather than looking at why it's there, I just looked at how can I reharmonize this. So the feeling that I would be conscious of when that pattern's running is that I feel lost within myself and my life. And I thought that was interesting. So it's really highlighted to me that if we want to change our experience in the world and find joy in the human experience, which is what I think we're all lacking for a lot of the population, is to look at what's holding us back from within and how we can change that, how we can identify it, and then not cross-examine it, not have to unpack it and label it and all of those things, but just clear that imprint. Keep it simple. Because the other thing that I think at least some of you will identify with is what I found personally was I was already quite hard on myself. When I first went through my awakening and began the conscious path, I understood a lot of things conceptually, I still do, but my ability to actually apply them in a way that created change was much harder. And so what I found was I was much more aware of these things, but yet still not able to really change them. And so there, because I was more conscious of them, I felt even more pressure, and I felt even more heaviness, and I felt this seriousness come over me that I had to fix all of this stuff. And I realized I don't want to feel like that anymore. And part of the sorry, I'm just keeping an eye on the environment. Part of the human, I guess what I'm trying to achieve is to bring the human aspects down. Sorry. I guess I feel like you're here for a reason. This fractal that is you has incarnated here on earth as you for a reason. The biggest thing that we're supposed to get is pleasure in the human experience and to grow and evolve from it. But once it starts becoming this constant struggle where life becomes more of a struggle than it does a joy, then I think something's going really wrong. And I think it's only when we fully ground ourselves and then I guess this is what people have talked about, and myself included, when I talk about full alignment. What you consciously want to achieve will only happen when all the other layers of self are on board with it, because otherwise we just end up sabotaging, limiting, blocking ourselves in some way. So I guess what I really want to try and find a way to do is to help people find joy in the human experience again. And then once that element of joy and lightness comes back, then it's so much easier to establish that interdimensional communication network so that you can link in with those parts of you that exist in these higher realms and receive the information that you need, then disconnect, so to speak, and then bring that back into your human existence. And how do you then express what you've received, I guess, becomes the question, and do it authentically and from the heart. So this has gone on a bit more than I actually planned, but yeah, I just wanted to share that this is sort of like this really interesting journey that I've been on, and it's going to take my healing work on myself and also with those that I work with, I think, to a much deeper level, by keeping it simple, avoiding the labeling, and just looking at it as a disharmonic pattern that needs to be cleared. So I guess the message is, please try and be kind to yourself. You're here to grow, to learn, and to just have the human experience. There's no right or wrong. It's just an individualized experience that we're all doing together. So please be gentle with yourself. Start to see yourself as your best friend. Nobody is going to be as good a friend to you as you can be to yourself if you choose to not see yourself as the enemy anymore, whether this is consciously, subconsciously, unconsciously. You're meant to feel happy. You're meant to feel good. It's good to feel good. I think we've forgotten that, or that's been, distorted so that we can't access that so much anymore. And that's my mission this year, to feel good, to help others remember how to feel good. And that's a gift only you can give yourself, I've realized. So the people I work with, it's going to be a co-creation. You're ready to receive something that will free you, and it's it's going to be the year of success, but that's going to come down to the pathway that you choose. And I really feel that for me, that's going to be through the focus of self-acceptance, self-value and self-love, which then extends outwards into all relationships, not just the humans around me, just my whole interaction with the earth plane itself, I suppose. So I'm going to go now, and hopefully in the next few weeks I will be back and more regular in updates and things that are happening. So until then, wishing you a wonderful day or evening wherever you are, and remember, please love yourself, because when you do that, I'm serious, it's a game changer. And I know you hear everyone say it, but it really is. So sending you all biggest heart hugs and love, and we'll look forward to talking with you soon. Bye.